So here's a tutorial for a fun slack repeater that's going to go over your wrist and have a cool whip and just a lot of fluid moments. So you're going to start with the trapeze and you're going to do a pullover, and when you do that pullover you're going to put your thumb in right here. So now you've got this shape. Boop. After you do that thumb is you're actually just going to let the front string just drop off your pointer finger, and you're going to go behind your on top of your hand, and it's going to be behind this string. So you're going to go pull over, thumb, drop, and now you're going to let the yo-yo go around the palm, around the back of the hand, and catch right there. Now this would often be a good way to kind of get into a green triangle. To do that you would just do the same thing, but you would pull your hand through. But we're actually going to spin this trick in that mount right before we kind of do that pull through. So, hey birdie. So the next thing you're going to do is transfer from your thumb to your pointer finger, and then you're going to point this hand, which is my right hand, my throw hand, you're going to point it this way, and that's going to make it easier to land the yo-yo just on this one string. When you turn it sideways like that, I'm going to go around my finger, and I only want it to hit that one string, this one. So to make that easier, I just turn my hand and wrap both strings around my finger, but I only land it here. Now you're all set up for the whip. You are here, and what you're going to do is just take your thumb and put it on top of this string right here so that you can drop it off your pointer finger and let it fall. Of course, from here you're just going to whip onto that pointer finger, and then you're going to repeat the process of the trick, which is going to start with that pullover, that thumb, the drop, and then back to here. So once you're in that whip, you are basically ready to just repeat the trick. It's just a repeater, and you can do some fun stuff with it. Like you can go around a couple of times before you do the whip. You can do a purple monkey dishwasher. The main thing is to try to make this all look smooth. And the best way you're gonna do that, I know when I taught this trick, I talked about, kind of like pull over, thumb, drop. But what you really wanna be able to do is to do all of that in one motion. So let's talk about that. That's going to be that pullover and that thumb. That's all happening in one motion. I'm sliding my thumb in as I kind of before even. Put my thumb here and just there you go, boom. And I'm not just dropping and going around. As you can tell, I'm trying to do that move all to my right, and then catch. Now it gives you that kind of nice, fun, slack-looking thing, but I'm not actually using that. I am just going off, drop, on. I'm just doing it all so that it's timed over here. And that's going to be the first thing that really makes this trick pop. It's going to give you that cool slack kind of wraparound. It's going to make the trick flow, because from here we're talking about the pullover, the thumb, the release, and the catch. That's all like one flowy alpha move. Boom. And then you can kind of continue that flow. So we just the yo-yo kind of wants to go this way, right? So you can continue that by trying to exaggerate that right to left motion. It's not really one fluid motion, but it kind of can be. Like you can kind of pretend it is. So boop, catch, and put that finger in and catch. And then you have a pause. You're gonna have to have a pause here. So once you get that smooth that smooth transition in the beginning, take advantage of that pause and really slow down that whip. So if this is all smooth, now you've got this kind of hard pop that's going to happen, this kind of stop. But you know, you can actually still kind of take advantage of just being slow and intentional here. When you drop, just really take your time flipping it and continue that motion over. From here, it's going to be drop, pull, back here. Slow. And then I'm just going to continue, like one motion, pull, thumb, right back into there. So if we were to start from here, from this movement right there, then everything that's going to happen next is going to be smooth as butter. Drop, pull, thumb, drop and swing and catch back to here. So together that's you can see how I kind of rolled back to my left to try to make that look all one move. Cool. I hope this is a trick that brings you some joy. If nothing else, this mount over here is worth exploring, really exaggerating and getting into. Just a shout out to Hesperaux, David Bieber. I'm using his string. He made this string for me. It's wonderful. It's got a little piece of like kind of golden thread, and it's nylon and I think rayon as well. I don't know if he's selling this, but I just wanted to say thanks. He sent this as a gift. I'm also using a Superblack Icarus. These are Patreon special edition Icaruses. Icaruses are usually bright pink and blue and orange. This is laser etched and then anodized black. So because it's laser etched first, it gets a very subtle effect of the logo. You can barely see the logo. It's really cool. So I'm using an Icarus and homemade string.